And we're back. This is her side. Unfortunately, I clicked and it was up there, and now it's not. But this is her side of the story. So we're telling Sachi's side now. Okay. The last bell rings, and the school day ends. So I grab my bag and leave the classroom. Most of the time, I leave as quickly as I can because I don't want to get caught by Sadakawa-san. But today, it's because I'm in a hurry to go meet Momori-senpai. Lately, coming to school has been something to look forward to, and I can't help but feel excited about it. It's even better because I keep running into senpai. The old me would have never believed it's possible to be this happy at school. It's not to say that Sadakawa-san has stopped bullying me. Sometimes Momori-senpai even is there to intervene, but I don't know if that's actually been the best idea. Sadakawa-san has stopped bullying me as much as she used to, sorry. But when she does now, her attacks are even more violent than before. Oh. Even so, I don't hate going to school anymore. The joy I feel when I spend time with Momori-senpai, it's so much more powerful than any of the sorrow brought on by those painful incidents. I couldn't meet up with Senpai this morning, but he must have been thinking about me. He came and ate lunch with me, and stayed with me the whole lunch period. We talked about the movie we saw yesterday. I really had a lot of fun. The movie itself was interesting, but that was my first time seeing a movie with another person, and I had a lot of fun, even if it was just walking around with him. Senpai wasn't upset at being seen in public with me either, and we even held hands whenever I asked. It was wonderful. And now that I think about it, that was a date yesterday, wasn't it? I wonder what Senpai thinks about that. I really miss him, and I want to see him again. I can usually find him by the school's gate, but today I want to meet him right at his classroom. I just stand outside in the hallway so to not distract any wondering eyes. If I see Momori-senpai, I will call out to him. Second-year students begin to trickle out of the classroom and head down the hallway without paying me any mind. I don't see Senpai yet, though. Just as I'm worrying about that, I've missed him. I overhear two second-year students talking in the hallway. Uh-oh. Okay, this is Kimni? I can't remember her voice. Alright, time to go home. Wait, where's Makun? What was your name, Tomo? Tomo, how did you speak? Momori, he couldn't find the handout and went to look in his locker for it. At any rate, he's going home with you-know-who again, so I doubt we'll even see him. This catches my attention. They're talking about Momori-senpai. I think Makun? Is that his nickname? I guess those are his friends. Aw, really? We haven't gone home together in such a long time. He's making me so sad. Oh, well, we never really went home with him in the first place because, we live in complete opposite directions. But it's the principle of the thing. At least we walked to the gates together, and now we don't even do that. It's because he's spending so much time with that girl. Do they mean me? Yeah, what's up with that? It's no fair. How long is he gonna keep this up? I don't know how much longer I can survive like this. Ugh, my voice is already given out. I have to get some water. Okay, this is Tomo. Okay. Just let him do what he wants. I'm sure he'll return to us when time is right. Then again, it's been quite a while, so maybe we should find her for ourselves. Oh, I can't believe it. Tomo agrees with me on something. Alert the media. Okay, we'll go find her. I have got this all planned out. I started to feel overwhelmed, an overwhelming tightness in my chest. I can feel my good mood dissolving rapidly. I can't bear to listen anymore, and I retreat down the stairs as quietly as I can. Finally, the day when Sachan will grace us with her presence. It's almost here. I've ran simulations of our faithful meeting countless times in my head, and I'll be ready for anything. I'm totally prepared to be the super friendly older sister type person that she needs. Hey, oh, this is sorry. But hey, it's Homo. Are you even listening to me? Huh? No, I thought I saw someone just now. But yeah, I'm listening. You were saying something about the super annoying older sister, right? What? No, you did that on purpose. Yep, sure did. Lucy admits it. You meanie. Dots. More dots. Oh, sad music. She misunderstood. I guess she thought they were like, we're gonna come find her and beat her up. Sachi. Poor Sachi. Okay. I guess I really have stolen him from his other friends. I wonder if those were the friends he said he was going to introduce me to yesterday. He did say he told them about me. She said she couldn't survive like this? I guess she meant without Momori-senpai. Momori-senpai said it was okay to meet them, but now I don't know if that's really the case. His friends must really hate him for spending so much time with me. I didn't realize how much trouble I've caused him. My heart feels heavy. My body feels heavier. It's like the weight of this whole situation is dragging me down. My vision darkens. I don't have any strength to even lift my head as I walk forward. The asphalt looks grayer than normal. Senpai is going to lose all of his friends because of me? I can't let that happen. When I was with him, he let me forget all my troubles. No, I only wanted to forget. But I can never forget what I am. I only have one eye. No one could ever love a freak like me. The fact that Senpai was so nice to make me so happy, and so he let me forget. But I can't let my misfortune infect him. I could never forgive myself if his life was ruined because of me. I couldn't survive if he ended up hating me. But maybe it's not too late. Maybe his life isn't ruined yet. He doesn't hate me yet. I have to act fast. Yesterday, Momori-senpai said that he would be there for me if I really needed him. But I can't let him shoulder my burdens. If I had let him, I wouldn't be able to save him. I was so happy when he said that, but I suppose it was a good that I was at a loss for words back then. Even so, I always remember the kindness he showed me. He bought me the cell phone strap too. At least I'll have this to remember him by. When things will go wrong again, at least I'll have this to bring back all those good memories. Like yesterday, and all the time I spent with Senpai, and his kind voice. If I had that much at least, I'll be okay. I'll be okay even if all I have is the memory of him. Before I realize it, the school is far behind me, and I've wandered onto one of the side streets that I usually take to get home. I find I can barely stand, and I lean against a telephone pole, staring at the ground. Rain has started to fall. The sun is out, but that doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, I bet it's not rain. It's about to get real sad. A black sheen seems to ooze over ooze over the asphalt as it drinks in the heavy drops. That's strange. Every day for the past week it's been bright and sunny. I've gotten so used to that I've almost forgot what it's like when it rains. I have to do it. I have to say goodbye to Senpai. My vision blurs as the heavy drops continue to fall. Momori's! This is Momori's side. Oh, it's getting so sad. Okay. I stayed in class a little longer than I meant to today. Sachi's probably been waiting for me for a while now. I'm usually the first one out of the door, sometimes leaving a little early, but Sachi always beats me to the school's gate since her classroom is closer than mine. The cat's like attacking me, I'm sorry. Ghibli, what are you doing? There. Okay. I change my shoes and rush out of the school. Sachi usually comes running to meet me when she sees me walking to the gates, but now that I am past it, Sachi's nowhere to be found. Did she already go home? I scan the streets for any signs of her and see that she's still only a little ways ahead of me, though it doesn't look like she's noticed me yet.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep.
What was your voice, Momori?
Sorry, I didn't mean to take so.
I can't remember his voice. I guess it was that deep. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take so. Sachi?
She turns to me. Her face is almost parallel to the ground, and her usual smile has been replaced by a much darker look. Has she been crying? Oh gosh. Momori-senpai, thank you so much for all that you've done for me, but I'll be fine on my own from now on. I don't mind going home and having lunch by myself, so... Sachi's voice wavers. I am certain something bad must have happened to her if she's saying this. I take a step towards her, determined to find out what.
What are you saying? Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Did Sadakawa do something again?
No, she's not involved. I just think it's best if you have nothing to do with me, that's all.
What? I don't understand what to think. I don't understand words.
There's nothing to understand. Her head is still down, and her voice is fraying, becoming hysterical.
If this is another trick, it's not funny. I'm here with you because I want to be. Do you really want to be alone at school again?
Stop, please.
At least tell me why.
Dots. Sachi turns her back to me and starts running before I even finish.
Hey, wait.
I don't know why your voice got so much deeper, Momori. Sorry. I run after her, sprinting to catch her by the shoulder. We come to a stop and I forcibly turn her to my face, but she refuses to look at me. Oh, she's crying. Just please stop. I know you're set on being my friend, but if you do, She looks up at me, her face is sopping wet from her giant tears. Tears streaming down her face. Down her eye, sorry. I mean, technically it's right.
I don't know why you're saying this, but I said if something happened, tell me.
Your friends, they hate you hang out with me.
My
Friends? Did I tell... I did tell her I would introduce her to Kimmy and Tomo, but I can't imagine they'd ever say something like that.
Which friends of these? Did you actually talk to them? They would never say something like that. You must have misunderstood something.
I have to read crying and it's so hard. No, you're the one misunderstanding. Will you still think that when your friends abandon you? If you stay friends with me, you'll lose everything.
They won't abandon me, but any friend who does that is someone I don't want to be friends with anyway.
Why do you have to be so nice? Stop it. It's already hard enough to accept that you're gonna abandon me yourself.
I'm not going to abandon you either. Never.
Why do you have to say things like that? Do you want to be my friend so badly that you'd throw your whole life away? Why? I don't get it.
Yes, I do. I want to be friends forever. I know this is a super serious moment, but the friends forever thing, it just gets me.
BFFs. But why? That's stupid. Can't you trust that I have a good reason for doing this? I can't believe you would do something so stupid, Senpai. She trails off. I know what she wants to say to me, and I know I can't say it. I have to tell her everything that's on my mind. I didn't realize it until just now, but I know why I want to be with her. Wow, Momori. Okay.
I love you, Sachi.
Huh?
Going to the movie together yesterday, that was more or less a date. I guess you didn't realize it.
Yeah, she totally realized it. What that?
I understand if you hate me.
Of course I don't hate you, Simbo. Shit. I messed it up. Let's start over. Of course I don't hate you. Senpai, I really like you. I love you.
If that's true, don't tell me to abandon you. I'm happy when I'm with you, and I could never dream of abandoning you.
Really? You're really happy with me?
I really am. This is why I just gave him such a derpy voice.
I know I couldn't stand it if you abandoned me. Then, but I'm only going to cause you trouble.
That's fine. As long as you're by my side, I can handle any trouble that comes our way.
Senpai. I go to her and take her into my arms, and she starts crying her eye out. She sobs into my chest for a while. Dots. More dots. Well, that was... Whew. That was pretty emotional. And I made it not so emotional by messing up words. When she finally calms down, I wipe away her tears. It's time we started heading home. She told me about my friends who, from the sound of it, were definitely Tomo and Akemni. And what she heard them saying? That
doesn't sound like something they'd say. You must have misunderstood something. I'll ask him about it tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry, I said. Even if you heard them right, I won't abandon you.
Thank you. She's still upset, but there's a genuine relief in her voice. We soon arrive at Sachi's house.
Sorry. I'll deal with my friends. Don't worry. See you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, senpai?
Yeah?
Oh! Yeah! So cute. Okay. Can I be your girlfriend?
Do you want to?
Yes!
Well then, I guess this is the official start to our relationship. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Sachi looks so happy throughout this whole awkward exchange. This is awkward. Can we revert to last chapter when you touched her scar creepily at a table? Man, it makes me much happier to see her like that, and a smile back on her face. Then see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
They're gonna meet?
Excitement.
Okay. Are we ready for this? I think we are. The next day, lunchtime. I'm eating with Tomo and Akemi in our usual spot, the empty classroom. But this time there is a fourth person joining us. I'm Yusuke Sachi. Nice to meet you.
Ochikai Tomoyori, a pleasure. You have the same voice as Tomo now, I'm sorry.
And I'm Tsutsumi Akemi. Nice to meet ya.
Yeah.
What was your voice, Tomo? I just don't remember you.
Yeah, sorry about yesterday. I guess you were the one I saw running away. Now that I review our whole conversation, I can see how you could have misunderstood our intentions.
Yeah, we are really sorry. We don't hate you, Sachan. Not even a little bit. It's okay. I was the one eavesdropping when I shouldn't have been, and I almost caused trouble between you and you two and Momori-senpai. Please forgive me. This morning I told Tomo and Akemi what had happened yesterday, and Sachi definitely misunderstood what they meant. They didn't want to get her out of my life, of course, they just really wanted to meet her. In fact, I'd say it worked out perfectly since it gave us an excuse to bring Sachi into the classroom for lunch.
Well, I don't think there's any ill will between us now, so I hope we can all be friends from here on out.
Right. Actually, when I heard about what had happened, I knew I just had to meet you right away and make it right between us, Sachan. So yeah, let's be friends. Yeah, I'd like that, but Sachan?
This more. Come on, if you're going to bother her, at least wait until you know her better.
I'm not being a bother to her, so yeah, do you mind if I call you Sachan? Your name is Sachi, so Sachan is like the perfect nickname. Yeah, okay, sure. Yay, thanks. So you can call me whatever you want, okay? Okay then, Akemi-senpai? Do you really have to be so formal? What about Achan, or Kemnen?
Cut it out. She's already got enough to deal with right now. Tomo, help me out here. What do you want me to do about it? Stop Akemi from being Akemi? The two of us can't really get a word in edgewise while Akemi is going on like this, so Tomo plugs her mouth. Starts plugging. And he's putting food in her mouth again. This is it's plugging and rampaging Akemi's mouth with the food from her lunchbox like he did last time this happened. Kimney is always. Oh, this is. Sorry, my inner voice came out a little bit too much. Sorry. A Kimney is always too loud, and Tomo doesn't have the best manners, but promise, they're good people.
Okay. Hey, don't don't talk about us like we're not in front of you. Kimney is recovering from Tomo's I cannot speak right now. Intervention more quickly than usual, but Tomo's ready for it and starts cramming more food into her mouth as soon as she opens it. Those two have gotten pretty close.
Oh, this is Momo. Sorry, it's not easy keeping those two in check. If they get out of hand, just tell them shut up.
Oh, no, I could never do that.
It's fine, they're used to it. I tell them it like all the time. You just have to show him who's boss.
Okay, we're not animals, you know. You should listen to boys who say. You shouldn't listen to boys who say. Listen to boys who say such mean things, Sachan. We can be friends with me instead. Okay, yeah, sure.
This poor girl.
Even though Sachi shies away from the rampaging Kimney, she's smiling a little. She does look like she's having fun. Maybe she won't have such a hard time getting used to getting used to us after all. I know, since we're all trying to get to know Sachan better, well, why don't the four of us go out this weekend?
Kimney, don't pressure her into doing things.
I'm not pressuring her. What do you two think? Huh? So soon after meeting you guys? Are you sure?
I don't see why not, but where would we go?
Oh, I just remembered there's some kind of event happening this weekend in town. They've got food stands and everything.
Really? I didn't hear about anything like that. What kind of event are we talking about?
No idea.
Kimney, what the hell?
But I saw it on a flyer on some bulletin board somewhere. They have even got pictures of food stands. I didn't really read it, but there were pictures, so it's definitely gonna happen.
Well, if it's a festival, then we probably won't have to use much money anyway. So why don't we go check it out? If it's just in town, we could even walk there. Wouldn't be too much trouble.
Right. I'll find out when and the where, and we'll be all set.
I don't know. Sachi, are you okay with this?
Yeah, I want to go. Thank you all so much for doing this for me. Don't worry about it. We're going to hang out, and we're going to hang out a lot more after this, aren't we? I guess we're finally going out as a group. This is basically a double date, isn't it? I don't think that's really what Akimnia intended, but she and Tomo are almost a couple, no matter how you look at it. Come to think of it, I haven't really explained my relationship with Sachi to these two yet. And not that I'm meaning to hide it, but I should probably clear things up right away. This is Momori, okay.
So, yeah, right, Tomo? Looks like you were right about the reason I was fussing over Sachi so much. I see. Did you tell her? I can just imagine him being like, yeah, bro, and like high-fiving him. Yeah, it went well. I see. Well, congratulations.
What are you two talking about? How do I answer that? Like I said, I'm not exactly trying to hide it, but I have a feeling Kimni would go crazy over me admitting that I have a crush. And I don't know if Sachi can deal with that yet.
I'll tell you about it later.
Thanks, Tom. Oh, no. Sorry. I was mocking Akemni, that's all it was.
Thanks, Tomo.
What? I guess I don't mind if you tell me later, but now I'm just really curious. Senpai? Sachi doesn't seem to get it either, but she looks up to me with a puzzled look at expression.
I'll tell you about it later as well.
Well, it might take some time, but I'm sure Sachi will become more comfortable around these two soon enough. Dots? Some more dots. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a Sachi and Mamori.
So, what did you think about Akemni and Tomo? Not too bad, right?
Not at all. Tomo Senpai seems a little scary at first, but I realized that he wasn't scary at all once I started talking to him. Akemni Senpai is really cheerful and lively. They're both really nice. Akemni wanted to walk home with Sachi. Oh, she's such a sweet girl. They need to stop giving her so much crap. With me after school, but her and Tomo's houses are in the opposite direction. As Tomo was dragging her off, she waved at Sachi and yelled, "See you tomorrow!" And we started heading home ourselves, taking the same path we always do.
You know, if she's bothering you, there's nothing wrong with telling her so.
She certainly has a lot of energy, but I like being around her. If I could talk to people that easily as she does, I think I'd be really happy.
Well, I'm glad you like her so much, then I think you'll get used to their quirks, but to be honest, I haven't known them that long myself.
I have never had plans for a weekend, though, aside from our... Anyway, I'm really looking forward to going out with everyone.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Kimmy came up with a good plan this time, it seems, but yeah, let loose and have fun.
Okay, I'll try.
No, you don't have to try to have fun, just, have fun. I'm sure she understands what have fun means.
That's not the way I meant. It's just, I have a lot to worry about now.
Oh, what do you mean?
Aww. I mean, we're going to be hanging out with other people, so I don't want to look all shabby like this. With my clothes all tattered and stuff. I mean, since I'm your girlfriend now, I mean, I can't change my face, but I don't have any stylish clothes. But I can at least brush my hair and, cover up my wounds.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
I think I should take the bandage off my head, too. Oh, right, Senpai?
Yeah? Oh, no. No. Oh, God, not this again. This is gonna be so awkward. And we're in public. Oh.
Do you want to touch my scar?
Huh? I didn't think she'd ever bring that up again. I'm not really sure what to say.
I mean, the one on my forehead, it doesn't hurt anymore, so it's fine if you want to touch it. Do you?
Like, I just don't understand how this is romantic at all. Are there people who are into touching scars? Okay. Yeah, but last time you let me was because you wanted to repay me. Is that what you're doing now?
I'm still grateful to you, Mamori-senpai, and I still want to repay you, but, I'm your girlfriend, so this, it's because I want to make you happy.
Oh, well, thanks. That does make me happy. I know it's weird. I'm glad you know it's weird. Thank you, Sachi, for I'm glad you're aware. I mean, I know it's a weird thing to ask. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just forget it. No, no, I do want to. He's so into it. I don't care if he says he's not. The words came out of my mouth before I could stop myself. Oh, okay. Why? She seems set on it, so I guess I can't get out of this. Why? I know she wants to do something nice for me, but this is kind of strange. Not that I don't have any interest in touching her scars. Not that I don't. But, wait. Oh, inner voice, sorry. Wait, are we gonna do this here? Aren't we on our way home from school? I guess we're on a street without anyone else on it, but... this way, senpai. She takes me by the hand and leads me down to a narrow alleyway between the two buildings, because that's much better. Hey, Okay, can you take off my bandage, please? She leans her bag against a nearby wall and then looks at me expectantly. Moving here hasn't really changed anything. It'll just be stranger if anyone happens upon us. And anyone who walks past this alleyway will probably be able to see us. The space between me and Sachi suddenly seemed almost solid, but I force myself to wade through it as she keeps her eye focused on me. Alright, just a sec. I can't help but hesitate a bit, but after a moment, I still myself. I put my own bag down next to Sachi's and face her. I was like, I was thinking of her face. I was like, what are you doing with her face? Right. I have to take her bandages off first, I guess. I reach my hand towards Sachi's bandages and begin to unfasten them as Sachi tilts her head forward and closes her eye. I'm only taking her bandage off, but she suddenly looks so completely vulnerable. I start to feel like I'm going to violate her somehow. I begin to unravel the bandages from her head, looping them around my hand so they do not fall to the floor. As I move more and more of the wrapping, the galls beneath begin to show. Finally, I get the last of it off and discard what I've collected on top of the other stuff. Oh, I thought that was her eyebrow. Is that a scar? I legit just thought she had a crooked eyebrow. Whatevs. Okay, with the bandage off of her head, Sachi opens her eye and looks at me. I look down at her eye and as it gleams wetly from the faint light that is penetrating the alley. Gazing at the I can't even read this because I'm just like, this is so weird. Upturned eye before me, I suddenly feel like I am falling into it. The feeling is so intense that I can't tear myself away from the black pit. Go ahead. She shuts her eye again, closing what little distance is left between us, and she puts her hand on my chest and leans into me. Her touch takes me by surprise, but after a moment, I put my own hand on her shoulder. Thoughts? I smooth over her messy hair with my free hand and brush her bangs away from her eye. I feel her shoulder tense as I run my fingers over her hair. She must be as nervous as I am. God, this is so strange. The scar was hidden beneath these bandages and on the right side of her head, just below her hairline. The outline of the wound has started to turn a dark purple like a bruise, but the wound itself is a slanted cut, has all but closed up. The cut really isn't actually, that looks pretty big to me, man.
but the dark outlines make it look worse than it is. I steady my hand over her temple and gently brush my fingers over the wound, over the wood, over, oh man, trying my best not to hurt her. Dots. As I slide my hand over her face, she lets out a breath she'd been holding, and the strength seems to drain out of her. I feel the weight of her slight body press against my chest as she leans into me more, but I keep my hand steady. I trace the wound, making sure to be more careful than I was with her hand. The heart of the wound is rough, in contrast to the smooth edges. Why are we describing this? And my fingers seem to keep coming back to it. Sachi suddenly seems completely exhausted, and her shoulder shudders beneath my hand. The hand over the wound freezes up. Sachi opens her eye and looks up at me again. I'm okay. And again, she seems to lose all her strength, all but collapsing into my arms. I start stroking her wound once more, and after a little while, she begins to shudder whenever my fingers make contact with her skin. She's so cute. I'm just touching her wound, but it's starting to feel like I'm doing much more to her than that. Sachi, huddled into my arms, seems so drained. It's like she doesn't have enough strength to stand anymore, and I'm the only thing supporting her. Dots? Thanks, for that. I think I'm satisfied. Yeah, right, really. I don't think what I might have done. That was just so awkward. I don't know what I might have done if we hadn't stopped. I wanted to stay like that so badly, with her pressed against me, with my arms wrapped around her, but I had to end it. Okay. Sachi seems reluctant to separate from me, but she stares up at me longingly. For moments, neither of us can tear ourselves away from each other's gaze, but I force myself to break away. I gather our bags off the floor and hand Sachi's over to her. Here you go. Thank you. We exit the narrow alleyway with Sachi's bandages in tow and start heading home again. Senpai? Yeah? Did you like it? Oh, yeah, I did, thanks. You can touch it anytime you want, Senpai. That sounds so bad. Yeah, sure. I feel like I might lose my mind if this sort of thing keeps happening. I can't ask her to let me do that again. Dots. The two of us walk on in silence, unsure of what to say to each other. I keep glancing at Sachi out of the corner of my eye, and eventually I catch her doing the same thing to me. When our gazes meet, we both remain silent, but Sachi smiles broadly. I can't help but return the smile, though I feel really embarrassed and quickly look straight ahead again. The silly incident repeats itself a few times before we arrive at Sachi's house. Oh, well, see you tomorrow. Yeah, just as we are about to go our separate ways, the front door of Sachi's house opens, and we both turn towards it reflexively. Mayumi is standing there in the doorway, not looking at all surprised, and she walks briskly over to us. Oh, what was your voice? Oh, welcome home, Sachi. Good afternoon. I can't talk, I'm a little drunk. Momori-senpai. Not senpai, she's older. Momori-kun. You're, go home, you're drunk.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, hello, Mayumi-san. I stand there dazed. She spares me a quick glance before turning to Sachi. Oh, Sachi, I know you just got home, but I'd like you to do some shopping for me. Yeah, I'll go change my clothes. Oh, no need. I'd prefer if you'd go right away. There's a list with everything I need and some money. Just go to the convenience store and it should only take about 10 minutes or so, I think. Oh, okay. See you tomorrow, Senpai. Sachi, obviously, obliviously takes the note from Mayumi handed her and starts off, almost running towards the convenience store. What the hell? What was the point of having her do that? Really? Um, I think she wants to talk to you, bro. Just a guess. Mayumi didn't really look like she was in a hurry to get whatever it was she sent Sachi for. Come to think of it, why didn't she at least wait until I was gone to send Sachi out? I wonder. Oh, yeah, well, I'll be going now. Sachi's gone shopping, so I really don't have any reason to be here anyway. So I guess I'll head home and... Oh, wait one moment, if you would, Momori-kun. I'd like to talk to you. Go figure. Huh, to me? Well, now I can't leave. What could she possibly want to talk with me about, though? Yes, to you. No, for what for? Show some respect, man. Yesterday, Sachi came home looking as if she'd been crying her eye out, and I'd like to know why, and I think you might be able to tell me. Crying? Sachi didn't tell you? Well, I hear quite a bit from her, you know. You really don't hear anything from her. From what I've heard. There's one thing I'd like to hear from you, though. Are you teasing her with all this? Having fun at her expense? Oh, what? No, I would never do that. Really? Yes, I swear. Well, I see. If that's the truth, I'm glad to hear it, but I wonder, do you think you can take care of her? What? Yeah, yes, I do. What do you mean by that? I was assuming you know that Sachi and I don't have the best of relationships. I think it might be irresponsible of me to ask this of you, but I'd like you to be someone that she can rely on. Does that mean you're not willing to let her rely on you? No, that was not what I was implying. It's just I don't think she's willing to do it any longer. You're saying that she doesn't want to be around you? That she doesn't trust you? Yes, that is more or less what she said. It's understandable, however. Has Sachi told you about... Oh, sorry. You are not Momori. Has Sachi told you about her mother, my sister? Yeah, a bit. The two of us were inseparable as children, and when she was on her deathbed, she begged me to take care of Sachi after she was gone, so I adopted her child. Yeah, Sachi did say something like that as well. At the time, my line of thinking was that Sachi was the reason my sister's husband had disappeared, and she had worked herself to death. None of that is Sachi's fault. In the back of my mind, I knew the girl was innocent, but I just lost my beloved sister, and I had no one else to blame but her, so I convinced myself that she was responsible. I never told her that I blamed her, but I'm sure she knew it nonetheless, and she soon began to keep her head down even at the house. After that, there was no conversation between us beyond the bare minimum. Thoughts. I had behaved like a child, and I tried to involve her in my life as little as possible, and she did the same to me. As she just lost a mother, but I was way too caught up in my own grief. Too selfish to spare one kind word to her. Thinking back, it is truly shameful the way I've behaved. Oh. Sorry, I keep just glancing and you are not Memori. But once she got to high school, I started to realize, with numerous cuts and bruises, that it was then that I realized I neglected my beloved sister's final wish. I knew that I had let her down. But if you realized it, why didn't you try to help her? I did try. I wanted to know what was happening to her, of course, but she only told me she had fallen and that there was nothing had happened to her. And now it's too late for me to help her. But she's changed, you know, after she met you. Me? Yes, at first I was cautious of you, thinking that you might be the one responsible for her injuries. I'm sorry if I was not that more amiable when I last met you. Oh, yeah, that's no problem. I guess that's why she was so overbearing back then. She does seem less uptight compared to last time. Her stare was so icy then, totally different from how she is now. Although, I suppose she was just ready to accuse me of hurting Sachi from the moment we met. Ever since that day I saw you in front of our house, that girl has been smiling more than ever before. She goes back to staring at the ground as soon as she notices me, of course. But still, when I gave her money, that day you two went out, she was the happiest I'd ever seen her. She even thanked me several times. I've never seen her like that before, and it actually startled me, but her face at that time, delighted as she was nothing less than adorable. That it was the first time that she had ever asked me for something as well. It made me quite happy. The voice I've just given her is like no emotion. And all of that is thanks to you. Oh, so you don't hate Sachi then, I take it? I do not. I thought I did for a long time. However, I'm paying for that now. If you're admitting this all to me now, why not tell Sachi, too? I'm not sure she'd be willing to listen if I ever tried. I'm the source of all of her bitter memories for me, you know? For her, you know? Hello? I think she'd listen. She's really grateful for you taking care of her. She just doesn't want to cause you any trouble. She told me that herself. But I don't know how I could possibly connect with her after everything I've done. Mayumi looks away from me suddenly, looking very troubled. She seems fixed on something, and I follow her line of sight to the street corner to see Sachi walking towards us, her head down once again. Looks like it's time to wrap this up. Momori-kun, please keep everything I've told you a secret from Sachi. Sachi feels guilty about being a burden to Mayumi, and Mayumi feels guilty about how she's treated Sachi. Both of these issues have all but resolved themselves, haven't they? And somehow, even though Sachi has changed, Mayumi's attitude towards her has not. Or at least Mayumi hasn't let Sachi catch on to it that it has. Ugh. And I think Mayumi wants to keep it that way for some reason. Now that I think about it, she must have since... Never again do I want him to call Akemi airheaded. Only now does it occur to me that she sent Sachi shopping because she wanted to talk to me. Because I'm a derp. She made a list of things she didn't really need so that she could send Sachi away to buy them. She was waiting for us by the door. You're an idiot, Momori. Jesus. If that's the case, she must have been planning to talk to me from the start. Mayumi-san, I think Sachi will tell you herself, but I was planning on taking her out this weekend with my friends this weekend. Oh, my, are you? I shouldn't have anything to worry about if they're your friends, right? Of course I'll let her go. Thank you. Well, when I was talking to her about it, she said she wished she had some nicer clothes, but she'd never ask you, of course, but...
Oh, I see. Mayumi-san, I got everything you wanted. Momori-senpai, you're still here?
Sachi hands the full bag of things she bought to Mayumi. Oh, this is Mayumi.
I was just having a little chat with your friend, that's all, Sachi. I've got some more shopping to do. Did I get everything you needed?
Oh yes, thank you. She's still like stone cold. There seems to be several items in the plastic bag. It looks like Mayumi had her buy a bag of candy, a few pins, and that sort of thing. She's made a bunch of shit up. She's like, I am using a pin. We need pins. Oh, man. Kind of a strange shopping list. Yeah, good job, Momori. We're getting it together. She could have at least tried to make it a little more sensible.
I need you to come along with me, so go change out of your uniform. Okay, where are we going?
Let's keep this conversation secret. Sachi-chan wants some more clothes, new clothes, but don't tell her I told you. Hey, Sachi, let's go get clothes. Momori had nothing to do with this. It just kind of suddenly came on.
To buy you some clothes, I've got some other things to take care of as well, so now if you'll excuse us, Momori-kun.
Oh. Yeah, right.
Clothes for me? Why? Oh, see you tomorrow, Momori-senpai.
Yeah, see you. The two of them hurry back into their house, leaving me alone. Time to go home. Maybe she's not quite as clever as I thought. You're one to talk, Momori. Whatever. We cleared up the misunderstanding between us, and she doesn't seem like that bad of a person, so it'll probably be fine.